There are a couple of big news from Acustica Audio. The first one is that a new version of Ash, their flagship saturator slash clipper, has been added to the suite. It's called Ash Ultra Flat, and if you own the suite, this one will be added automatically to your suite. And in this video, we'll talk about why this version is important, because Acustica Audio is working on this on a large scale. Plus, we never had a dedicated video on Ash, although we saw it in the best saturator video. So this is the perfect moment to take a look at it. And the second is called Midnight, and we'll see that at the end of the video. Let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to McSolaar TV. Hope you guys are having a great day. Before we start, check the info box down below. In there you will find all the links to Acustica Audio plugins that we are seeing today, free plugins, discounts, and special offers. And if you didn't already, check out the new website mixbusttv.com. In there you will find all the available mix and mastering courses, start to finish, on so many genres, including the latest 2 releases, mixing hip-hop and mixing EDM 2023, soon to be released mixing rock 2023. You don't want to miss that. On the website, you can also book mixing consultation, private lessons, mix and mastering, and all the other services. And if you want to up your mix and mastering game, click the join button down here, become a MixBuzz TV member, access all the exclusive videos. And if the videos here on YouTube are helping you, consider using the super thanks and support the channel, or grab some merch. Let's get to the video. All right, so Acustica Audio Ash. This is the classic 3D analog-like interface of their flagship clipper slash saturator. This is hands down one of the best clipper slash saturators for mixing and mastering on the market. If you're not familiar with it, this plugin takes all the best analog to digital converter and kind of emulates their clipping stage, their clipping behavior, I want to say. There's my AD Plus, there's many versions of that gold, very expensive converter. Basically the most comprehensive collection of AD, analog to digital converters, that are, among other things, commonly used in mastering to push tracks and loudness by clipping that stage. But this is not the interface and the version of Ash that I want to talk about today. Ash is actually a complete suite, as we said at the beginning of the video. There's this one, the regular version. Then we have Ash Flat with this GUI here. Then we have Ash Ultra with this slick interface where you can actually see the gain reduction that you're doing. There's a little but powerful version, Fire the Ash, one of my favorites, especially for single tracks. But the focus of today's video is Ash Ultra Flat, this new, completely redesigned interface and GUI. And you will ask why a new GUI is so important, because it's not just an aesthetic redesign of how the plugin looks. Acustica Audio is well known for making some of the best, highest quality plugins out there. At the same time, it was also known for being very CPU intensive, and they took care of that with Hyper 3 technology. All the new plugins from Acustica Audio are much lighter on the CPU. And in the same fashion, the old interfaces were, we can say, lagging a bit between when you change a control and when you actually hear the difference, right? Well, Acustica Audio with this new redesign is going through a complete revolution. They want to keep the quality, they want to keep the low CPU, and now with this new graphic interface, they give us the real-time control. So let's take a look at this interface. First of all, it's resizable. It has 3 sizes. We have an input slider on the left, an output slider on the right. Extensive metering, we have RMS, left and right gain reduction, and left and right LUFS. Bottom left, you have the mid-side slider. You can decide what to clip, left and right, mid, or only the sides. We have the mode selector with all the different converters and AD stages. We have our knee knob, goes from soft to hard. The big knob in the middle is what we use to drive the material into the clipper, and I'm very happy about this. This was an update since the very first version that I tried of Ash. There's a 4x, which changes, you can see the scale from 0 to +5 to 0 to +20. Auto to auto compensate for the level difference, and we have an output ceiling, so you can also use this as a limiter. In fact, we have several different options. Off is default. We have a simple limiter, a simple low aliasing, a true peak, aggressive limiting, and also you can see all the other options with submenus for additional oversampling. The overall oversampling is down here. Monitoring section at the bottom, we have stereo, mid, side, or delta mode to hear only what the clipper is doing. And also very happy about this, we have a dether. If you put Ash as your final processing in mastering, now we also have 12, 16, 24, 32-bit and also various options for the shape of the Dette. Very, very cool. Bottom right, we have our little graphic, but most important, this big space here in the middle is the visual representation of our waveform with the clipping. So we'll start with one of my favorite, Yellow X, so you can hear and see the new graphic display and the real-time control. I really like the Platinum Maker, which is basically the 80 plus as far as I know. It's got that punch that I can definitely recognize on the transit. And you see me hitting this track pretty hard, and when you have a kick and a snare that are so exposed and there's very little arrangement, that's why I picked this track, you hear the limits of a clipper or a limiter or a saturator. And you see how the new interface shows you exactly the gain reduction that we are doing, and also we have the little graphic here on the bottom right. I'm gonna try to hit it a little harder to find the limits so you can hear the differences between the different models. Okay, I'm obviously exaggerating just so you can hear the different types of distortion and understand that one converter will take more abuse if the track has more low end. Another model will sound better if the track is mid forward. So especially when you're conservative and let's say you stay within 1.5 dB of clipping, the differences in sound are not night and day. You have to have pretty well-trained ears, but this is why I'm pushing it beyond what anybody would do. So I give you kind of a tool to understand the different types and how to analyze the different types so you can train your ears, and then with time you will be able to hear those differences, even a lower gain reduction. Ash is not just for full mixes or mastering. You can use this on single tracks, groups like drums. Okay, you can hear, for example, how Yellow X plus 3 reacts to the low end much different from the Yellow K plus 3. The low end distorts more, is more saturated. Obviously, again, I'm pushing this beyond its limit, but pay attention to the kick drum. And in all this, I am clipping 4 dB on a full drum stem, exposed drum, so there's nothing that can mask the distortion. And the new graphic platform is, this new graphic platform that is called Aria is where Acustica Audio wants to take all these plugins. So we have the high quality, the low CPU, and the instant real-time control and visuals. We can try Ash on a couple more mixes.
Mother, you
Okay, so you hear the different models, of course, give you also a different color. It is subtle, but just like the real units, printing a mix on this AD converter versus the other AD converter will give you different results. It's definitely a refined clipper. Let's try something else.
Yeah, beat cock and assassin. Ha, feel the rush of adrenaline. Yeah, boom, back again. Pump the right medicine. Pick up the veterans. Beat cock and assassin. Ha, feel the rush of adrenaline. Yeah, boom, back again. Pump the right medicine. Pick up the veterans. You showing up when I'm showing up that meat like Ed Gein. I'm that mean. That beat, I beat the debt with the dead cheap cold feet like cop killers meeting police. An MC rockin' tree, MMC 365 days. My mind sideways, my third eye rocks a triangle. I work a mad angle. My muscles are optimal. Rock a few. If you spot this dynamic dude, fuck a crew. Me and Pete will fucking do. Belgium overall, the temple of ball, never break, never fall in for the long haul. Kings of chaos, titans of terror. Say my name 5 times in the mirror, and I appear. You get shook with the right hook. Bend over, game over. Beat cock and assassin.
Okay, so you hear some models really inject some muscle into the tracks. This is a really cool plugin. Before we go, I want to show you another little gem from Acustica Audio, and this one is called Midnight. Seeing the GUI, you already know what this plugin is based on. It's based, of course, on the holy grail of tube compressors, the 670. But Midnight doesn't want to be a one-to-one replica of the original Fairchild 670, which Acustica Audio already has, and it's called the Ultramarine Suite. Instead, they modeled, you can see here the menu at the top, 4 clones of 670s, because there are many reissues of this legendary compressor. Some of them have extended control. I have one here, for me, the best sounding Stam 670 here in my rack. Some have different transformers, different tubes. So see Midnight as an extended collections of all the variations of the different 670s on the market, with some extra controls, extra features, different colors that make it more versatile. We can give this one a shot just to see quickly the differences. I'll go with female vocals because the 670 is definitely one of my favorites for tracking and mixing vocals.
There must be something in the water, 'cause every day it's getting colder. And if only I could hold you, you keep my head from going under. There must be something in the water, 'cause every day it's getting colder. And if only I could hold you.
It's interesting to see here on the top right, the different knees between the different models. You can see it changes. The first one is definitely the more jumpy and nervous. Twilight is definitely the more round and soft. Eclipse is the one that squeezes a little more, and then we have Moonlight, which is kind of an in-between. We have additional controls, attack hold, release hold, and my favorite control for, which is the SH mod.
There's something in the water, 'cause every day it's getting colder. And if only I could hold you, you keep my head from going under.
Very, very cool. And you have, again, additional controls, mix knob, you have the morph knob, sidechain filter, actually a ratio, which 670 doesn't have. But this is it for this video. These were the 2 new updates from Acustica Audio. We took a look at Ash. The links are gonna be in the info box down below. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, let me know if you have questions. Check out the new website if you haven't already. Click the join button to access the exclusive videos. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe. See you next time.